the cut down. So cut down is this movement of the form. Coming from, so you point the fingers up from here and then you cut down. Now, as usual, the cut down is both offensive and defensive in nature. So perhaps you have an opponent which is lower down. Perhaps he might put your head here, so bend down, bend, yeah. Perhaps he might be in a position like this, cut down. So you can see how that can be offensive. It can also be defensive. Perhaps my hands are in a certain position, a strike might be coming through this line here, I can use the cut down defensively. You know, it can also be used as a trapping movement, so perhaps we've come in together. Here I've gone to hit him and cut this down to trap as well. So there are multiple uses for the cut down, as there are with pretty much all of the Wing Chun movements. You know, there's the offensive, defensive, and potentially trapping nature of the movements themselves. So what's happening here? If we look at the actual mechanics, the shoulder joint is the main joint in this movement, which rotates in this fashion. If we're thinking structurally, this rotates to bring the elbow and the forearm down to this position. Now, it's useful to think in terms of structural movement initially as you're getting used to the Wing Chun system, but once you get a good understanding, okay, the joints rotate to move and you have a feeling for that, you can disregard the idea in the sense that you're looking to come from the mind and energy power ultimately. The joints will rotate as accordance to your movement. You don't have to think, okay, my shoulder joint needs to rotate at 34 degrees to the left or right. It happens naturally. The more you're in state, the more you will move from rotation. However, it's good to understand what's going on here. So once again, as you move from a structural standpoint, the shoulder joint turns to bring the arm down. We always focus the whole body mass forward into the target so that you're utilizing maximum power whilst doing so. Okay, so that's the structural side of it. Now, in application, you know, it can be used when someone's lower than you, as you saw before, or also when someone's coming in perhaps for a takedown style movement. Now, you may not just use that stationary. So as if Carlson comes in to hit my legs, try to take my legs out, so he's going to like tackle me. Now, I wouldn't just stand here in my stance and go like this, you know, because I'm leaving myself wide open. You're more likely to use it if he's coming in towards this, moving backwards, yeah? So as you actually come in, right, you use it moving backwards, yeah? And you'd apply, if you are applying that as a strike, and I'm talking self-defense, then the target would be back of the neck area here. Now that's, once again, this is just self-defense. This is like someone's trying to kill you and your family. You don't want to be cracking someone in the back of the neck with, you know, the elbow slash forearm slash wrist. You don't want to be driving all your mass and power into the back of someone's neck if it's, you know, a rugby match or a friend that's just being silly at a party, because you can really injure them badly. Or if you're precise enough or powerful enough, you could even potentially kill them. It's called like a rabbit punch when you hit someone on the back of the neck. So that would be the target in that context. If it's someone, you know, it can be used in blocking style movements as well, and the angle won't necessarily be straight down, so maybe even some type of punch coming around this angle here, I might use this to just cut through and stop it. So you can think of any type of way. In regards to the Wing Chun movements, think about just getting your arm in the way. It's pretty simple, like it's not that difficult. If Carsten's throwing any type of strikes towards me, I'm just getting my arms in the way. I'm getting my arms in the way of his. Whether that's in a cut down formation, whether it's in a chit sao formation, whether it's in a bong sao formation, I'm just trying to get my arms in the way of his arms so that they can't hit me, yeah? But in regards to cut down, this movement, you train it so that you're good at this movement coming down this way. So, from a structural standpoint, center, sense the structure as usual, rotate from the shoulder joint. If someone's coming in for a lower style attack, so it's coming to like a takedown, so to speak, you'd use it, this is real fighting, use it to the back of the neck, but I'd suggest you actually have some type of frame in the way and move backwards as well. So once again, as he comes in, this is like this, yeah? You wouldn't just stand there like that and get yourself taken down. It's not the highest percentage of strikes, and you're not going to use it that often as opposed to like punching type of motions like these. These are quite high percentage, they're quite often used, but it's still good and valid to have this movement in your arsenal. Okay, any questions? And also look guys, pretty much I would suggest every video that you get to, you put an observation or an experience or a comment or a question around it into the community section so that you can start to A, learn more about your experience, B, interact with the community, and C, level up and unlock the other parts of the curriculum because you're actually getting involved and growing with the community. And for those of you who aren't watching this in the community, get in the community. I'm sure there's a link somewhere here, and I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.